this is probably one of the nicest electric vehicles you can buy on the market right now, technically. So yes, this is the 2023 Cadillac Lyriq here. It is a rear-wheel drive option, this one, but you are able to get the 2024 Cadillac Lyriq in all-wheel drive. So a couple numbers to know on this vehicle. You've got 340 horsepower and 325 pound-feet of torque. Now, the range on this one is about 500 kilometers range, and I'll put the miles down below. Now, charging takes about 9 hours with a level 2 charger, so the one that you put in your house. A level 3 charger, so in Electrify, the United States or Electrify Canada, you've got about every 10 minutes is 122 kilometers, and I'll put the mileage also down below. But those are the specs right now on the car. The all-wheel drive variant will carry about 500 horsepower to what the internet is saying, but nothing has been confirmed yet. Now, the combination on this one here is a satin steel metallic. You've got the 22-inch rim upgrades, and it's got the cool sky gray interior, which I will get into. But we'll start here at the front. We've got beautiful LED lights. There's a ton of lights at the front here. This grille lights up, so as you can see here in the middle, I'll probably go over here in the darkness so you can see. You've got the light that lights up here. You've got the light crest also that lights up, well, the Cadillac crest. Then you've got some beautiful lights here. I'll show you the light show in just a second. But you've got a 360 camera standard. You've got parking sensors at the front. It's a beautiful front end. It looks like just a normal SUV, but it is in fact electric. I did also mention I was going to show you where the charge port is. So it's right here, right behind the front driver wheel. So what you do is you click the Cadillac symbol and the charge port just comes down just like that. You've got the level 1, 2, and 3 charger. 3, you just pull this out. Now to close it, you don't push the Cadillac symbol again. There's this little button here. Once you click it, it's like it just kind of comes up just like that, ever so gently. But that's how you open up the charge port. That's pretty much it for the front here. Let's kind of go around the vehicle and go into detail around the sides and also the back. All right, everyone, so here is the light show as promised. So once you approach the vehicle or hit the unlock button, you'll see the Cadillac crest start, and then it makes its way down here and goes all the way around the vehicle. Pretty cool, isn't it? So the side of the vehicle, this does have the 22-inch rim upgrades, which I do recommend to get. They're setting on 275/40 R22s. A really nice rim, and the Michelin tire is also pretty good. We've got the Cadillac crest here at the side. On the other side, you do have the charge port, which I will show you, but we've got some chrome that comes down at the bottom, and then we've got this black metallic carrying through at the bottom and also around the liners. You've also got some black here on the mirror caps, and then that chrome carries throughout near the window. Now, it does have a sloped shape, so it's kind of like a curve here, and it looks smaller in pictures, but in person, it is in fact actually bigger than the XT5. Like I said, we've got the chrome at the bottom. We've got this push handle, so you push the handle, and then you grab this little, actually another handle here, and the door opens just like that. But you just push this fake handle, and then you grab the top handle to open up the door. Now the back doesn't have that handle. What you do is you push the door handle like that, and then there is a plastic piece that you grab right here to open up the back door. There's another look at the back 22-inch rims, and we've got some more parking sensors, which I will get into when we get to the back. There you can see a little bit of the sloped kind of roof there. No rear wiper, which, like I said, I'll get into that when we get to the back. But when you do the light show as well, the light show also carries throughout here. But that is pretty much it for the side here. Let's look at the back. So a couple things to note when you come into the back here. We've got some LED lights at the back, on the side as well. We've got 450, symbolizing basically the Newton meters of torque on the vehicle. We've got the Lyriq badge on the side, and then the Cadillac crest here in silver. You've got the rear camera mirror camera here, and then you've got your rear camera actually down below. The third brake light, however, is actually up here, which is quite interesting when it lights up. But like I was mentioning before, it does not have that rear wiper. It looks better, honestly, without the rear wiper, I do have to admit. We've got also some parking sensors down below. And then once we open up the trunk, you just push the Cadillac crest down, and it opens up just like that. We have a ton of room back here. So unfortunately, there is no room in the front, but it kind of makes up for it in the back. You've got some underneath storage as well. This is also your sunshade, as you can see there, which you can store it down below. This here is to put the rear seats down. So what you can do is you click it and the rear seats just go down just like that. Really easy, and it makes for a ton of more room. Now, a couple other ways to open up actually the tailgate is a Cadillac crest will also go down below, and you can kick it to activate the tailgate, or you can press the Cadillac button, or you can just use your key fob. Now, to close the tailgate, so you can either kick it down below or you can push the button at the top there, and that will close the tailgate just like that. Now that's it for the back. Let's take a look at the back seats. So here's a view of the back and what it looks like. So it comes down here, kind of like a snake, and makes its way all the way around. It's not as cool as the front, but it is kind of cool when you see it in the back as well. So opening up the back door here, push the button, grab the handle, and you are good to go. We've got some beautiful kind of soft touch material here. We've got that cool gray interior as well, which feels really good. We've got that beautiful wood trim as well. And then we've got this brushed aluminum type of feel for the speakers. And everything feels really, really nice when you touch the door panel, I do have to admit. Now, as we come inside, we've got the beautiful interior as well that carries throughout, perforated. It is actually a vegan leather, so it's actually not real leather, but it's a vegan leather. And I'm telling you right now, everyone tells me how well these seats actually feel when you sit inside. I do have to admit, they are very comfortable. Now, we've got some vents as well back here, and then we've got the 110 and 2 USBs. Now, one thing is you can see down below here, let me just kind of angle down, you can see Cadillac is imprinted on this kind of brushed aluminum trim. This does come with a full panoramic moonroof. It does not open, it just kind of closes with that shade, but you've got an ample amount of sunlight you can get inside. But that is pretty much it for the back here. Ton of room as well, which I do have to admit, but let's take a look at the front seats. Okay, so coming into the front here, open up the door here. We've got that beautiful soft touch material as well, like I was mentioning at the back, the cool sky gray leather as well. The beautiful wood trim. You've got heated and cooled seats, memory seating, seat controls are up here with massaging seats as well, standard. We've got the window controls here, AKG sound system, which sounds amazing. The illuminated Cadillac symbol down below. And then here, as we can see, we've got that beautiful cool gray leather interior with speakers in the headrest, which do sound amazing. But that is pretty much it before we hop in. Let's take a look at the inside of the Lyriq. Alrighty, so hopping inside the Lyriq, we've got this beautiful display screen here, 33 inches, covers a lot of the interior here, which is awesome. This up top here is the Super Cruise, which is standard on the Lyriq. They've also included it with the OnStar package, so it's free for 3 years. We've got some controls here on the steering wheel. We've got, the Super Cruise activation, heated seats, forward collision alert. We've got here the infotainment settings here, so we've got your toggles to move your tuning. We've got your toggles here to move your radio, your music, your Bluetooth settings, your voice command control here, and then this controls your volume and your toggles. We've got your regen paddle here on the driver's side of the steering wheel, if that makes sense. Over on this side here, we've got the wiper switch and your high beams, and then this here is actually to put the car in drive or reverse. Now, this in front of you is the screen here. I've got it right now. This is a pre-production model, so things may change. But over here on the side, we've got that gauge, we've got energy, we've got map, and then we've also got clean. So clean just kind of makes it just a little bit more clean in the front. And then over on the side, you've got your tripometers, which you can customize accordingly. But I just usually like it in gauge. This here will showcase your music when you have it on. And that is pretty much it. Over on this side, we've got your electronic parking brake, your lane keeping assist, auto hold, and then your dimmers for your interior lights. This here is your fan control, actually, to close it and open it. I do like the clicking sound. It kind of reminds me of old cars and that type of feel. It looks really good. Now, as we come over to the top here, we've got kind of a soft touch material at the top, speaker as well at the top. Now, this here is a thing that we're doing with the Cadillac Tour. Once you put the accelerator down, a little display here will kind of go on for about a minute, but that's why it's not foggy or anything. It's just there's something covered here, and that's why you see it that way. Now let's carry over on the passenger side. We've got here the same type of material, all nice soft touch, You can control the vents there. And then the passenger also has heated, cooled, massaging, and the controls on the door. Now, as we come into the center here, we've got the beautiful kind of display that carries your infotainment. So we've got here, we've got your audio, maps. It's Google Maps, which I do like a lot. We've got your audio. What else do we have? We've got your navigation, kind of hotkeys down below, and then we've got your charging. You can kind of configure, your schedule for charging and that kind of thing. But the screen works very well. You've got your camera controls there. This here controls basically a lot of the cars. It's kind of making up for buttons all over the car. They put it in control, so you can actually have the car park itself. You can turn on your dome lights, one pedal driving. You can have it all the time. Open up the glove box. You click this button, and the glove box opens just like that. Camera, power window lockout, so you can kind of lock the power windows. But there's a ton of things in here which are pretty useful. But that is pretty much it for here. Down below, we've got the climate controls. Push button start is also here. This particular model does not have a pull-out kind of section here. It's down below is just kind of open to storage. But I've seen some models, because this is VIN number 7, it doesn't have anything there. You've got a USB also down below. Now, as we come over here into the center, this also acts as a dial to control the infotainment. So once you move the dial, you can see here on the screen that things are moving, and then you can control it via the dial or your fingers. And you've got some hotkeys down below. So what you can do is you can hit music, and you go to music. You can hit the navigation. Let's see here, navigation. Go to navigation, then you can hit home. Obviously, it goes home. And this is your volume control little knob there. You got 2 cup holders here. This is the Cadillac key. Once you get it, looks good. This actually takes a little bit of elbow grease to lift up, and then you've got a little bit of storage down below, and then a wireless phone charging, USB-C, and then you've got the 12 volt, and then another USB-C also in the corner. But that's pretty much it for the tour, everyone. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below, and I will try to get to them as quick as I can. I'll be in this car pretty much for the next couple months, so if you have any questions, let me know. So that's pretty much it for the interior. Let's go out and talk a little bit more about the car. Alright everyone, so that concludes my review of the 2023 Cadillac Lyriq. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. I truly do think that it's probably one of the best electric SUVs you can buy on the market. This one is priced at about 71,800 Canadian. So in SUV electric territory for this size, I think it's a decent price. A lot of people have been saying that as well. But let me know what you think about it in the comments, and we will see you in my next video. Cheers!